But I do want to bring in now Republican Congressman Adam Kinzinger of Illinois. He is an Air Force veteran who served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and he was honored as a hero here in the United States for saving a woman who was being attacked on the street and for disarming her assailant. So, Congressman, obviously you have some experience, some personal experience with weaponry, and I wonder, as you're looking at this situation here, how much damage could a long-range weapon like the one that we expect this shooter has, how much damage could that do?
Well, the gun itself, nothing, but with a good shooter, somebody that knows how to utilize it, somebody who knows how to aim, it's a professional, maybe he's practiced, maybe has a training background, it could be very dangerous. You know, look, this is where we have to really appreciate every day. You know, you hear the stories here in Chicago, for instance, of the shooting that happened and the protests that are going on. But you have to remember that we have law enforcement officers that are out there every day risking their lives, putting themselves in harm's way to protect us. And as dangerous as this person, this shooter appears to be, we have much more fierce police officers that can disarm this situation. And they're going to try to do it peacefully if they can. And if they have to, they'll kill the shooter. But it's, I think, very important to remember that we have folks that are out there ready to do this for us. And they're really the 10% of society that can act in a tough situation, like the situation I found myself in. Things happen very fast. Your tendency is to freeze, but you have to be able to think through what's going on and think through the answers.
Okay, I do want to really just stipulate here that we're unsure if Planned Parenthood was targeted here. We don't know if that's the motive. But when we're looking at the statement, Congressman, that's coming to us from the regional director of Planned Parenthood there, she brings up the possibility about what she calls extremists that are creating a poisonous environment that feeds domestic terrorism in this country. So we see someone making the leap there. Again, we don't know if Planned Parenthood has been targeted, but at the same time, we've seen Planned Parenthood clinics targeted before. I mean, what does that say to you about perhaps some of the protections that should be provided for safety in areas like this?
Yeah, when I heard that statement, I thought that was very premature. We may find out that this person was targeting Planned Parenthood. If we find out that he was not targeting Planned Parenthood, I would fully expect an apology from the Planned Parenthood director for saying that. But regardless, if somebody is targeting Planned Parenthood, it's not indicative of what folks that are opposed to some of the practices Planned Parenthood commits, how we feel. You know, we saw these barbaric videos, and that was something that many of us have a legitimate concern about. That doesn't mean that we're going to take guns and walk into Planned Parenthood clinics. Obviously, this is a person that has a mental health issue that's to some level psychotic and crazy. And if he's targeting Planned Parenthood, and again, we don't know, if he is, he has taken a legitimate disagreement with a practice and turned it into an evil response, which is to go in and shoot people. But again, we don't know that answer yet, and I'm sure we'll be finding out shortly.
All right, Congressman Kinzinger, thanks so much for talking to us. I do want to point out to our viewers, these pictures that you're looking at here on your screen are live pictures. You can see the SWAT team there operating in the area of this Planned Parenthood clinic.